Question number 1. What are your priorities for the county budget as a result of the loss of tax revenues due to COVID-19? You have 90 seconds to respond.
First, I've been told that the budget is not being impacted by the COVID-19. That is something I can't believe at this point, and I think it's going to take a little bit more time to determine if, in fact, that is true. Regardless, as we move forward, we should be re-looking at the budget constantly, and in this particular case, reassessing the programs and how the operations continue within the county in light of what is happening with COVID-19. If it's not COVID-19, it could be something else. So the county has got to be thinking ahead, planning ahead, and making certain that the services that they are providing are not going to be interrupted by another event such as COVID. As we recently saw with the reactions at the county level, that has not been successfully, it hasn't been very successful in the county's reaction this particular time. So at this point, we need to readjust, reanalyze, and make certain that programs that are not essential can be put on hold and set back so that the budget can move forward with essential services.
Thank you. Question number 1. What are your priorities for the county budget as a result of the loss of tax revenues due to COVID-19? Ms. Oshadish, you have 90 seconds to respond.
Well, one of the really wonderful things is that Kittitas County historically has been very conservative in their budgeting measures. So unlike a lot of other government entities, Kittitas County anticipates that we will either meet or exceed our budget for the general fund in 2020. In addition to this, we have taken preventative measures and had our department heads and elected officials take a look at what it would look like if they did have to make budget cuts. If budget cuts were to take place in the future, what would make most sense would be for those cuts to be taken out of the enterprise funds. Enterprise funds are funds that are funded through the services that are rendered to the public. So again, I just like to reiterate that I am very proud of the work Kittitas County has done to ensure that we are in a good place financially. And I will continue to work hard for the voters of Kittitas County to provide a fiscal conservative community that takes care of our community members and provides the services that they require.
Thank you. Question 1. What are your priorities for the county budget as a result of the loss of tax revenues due to COVID-19? Ms. Carriker, you have 90 seconds to respond.
Thank you for the question. My hope is with the county hiring the Ferguson Group April of this year, that is money well spent. $60,000 is what it costs to retain them for 1 year. That group has gone out, they're in Washington, D.C., and their goal is to prioritize funding needs in our communities in the county. So my hope is that because that money was spent for grant writing, we were able to find grants at the federal and state level to help offset the costs of lost revenue because of taxes. If that's not the case, one of the areas that I would like to see cut, whether we have lost tax revenue or not, is is the county land buying freeze. A lot of land is being purchased in the county in the last 5 years in the amount of over a few $1 million. And that's not money that's well spent as far as tax dollars go for our communities. So that's one of the things I'd like to implement, whether we are in a tax COVID-19 crisis or not, is to halt all land purchasing by the county. Thank you.
Thank you.